It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see Johnny Wilson.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go from East Rutherford. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And it'll be their second-year quarterback who's bringing them out.
For me to use all these psychological cliches, Kate, right? Got to flush it. You got to play one play at a time. You got to flush last week's 5-interception performance, but the reality is you got to be in the moment. You can't even be thinking about last week. You got to think about everything.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating the sack while the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Looking to the air here. He finds Johnson. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line. On to punt on fourth down, it's Bradley Pinion. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. And this is touchdown right at the 35. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by this promising young signal caller out of the University of Colorado.
And if he could only flip that 3-to-1 ratio, have it be 3 touchdowns to 1 pick instead of the other way around. Seeing that loss flip to a win as well. Clean slate this week. We'll see what he's done to address the showing from his last time out.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on second down. They're going play action. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16. Pushing the pace right away to start the game. Working inside the red zone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Inside the red zone, they could feel how tight they were to the goal line. And then bam, Brock, they're off the field after a clutch interception. I
tell you what, football is the ultimate team game, but this is a situation where an individual picks up all...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he's going to be stopped pretty quickly at about the 5. They get 2 yards on the run. It's fourth down. The Giants are set to punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. This is taken at the 44. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Eagles will take possession. New set of downs for him from the 46. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And oh, he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. They go play action here. Fits it through the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Has it at the 7. And that's good for a first down. Offense in the hurry up now. From the red zone now. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he crosses out of bounds, and now we're going to learn who the penalty flag is on. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Toward the sideline and caught by Wilson. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be third and goal. Back to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, Incompletions follow.
And it falls incomplete. And a surprising fourth down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing. Gets this to Johnson. And he rips off a huge chunk of yardage before finally being brought down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Motion man sent left. They go play action on first. Finds him over the middle. It's a New York touchdown! The Giants just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. We're a quarter of the way through on this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll take over here, 1st and 10. Got a man, it's London. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Play action on 1st down. Throw wheeled in by London. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. Everybody rushing back to the line. He's got it near the 10. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he has it in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Drake London with the touchdown. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants and Malik Neighbors set to go to work again. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a head. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. And they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Connects with Johnson. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Working quickly here. That one's complete to London. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Here's the snap on fourth. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. He finds Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants could break this tie for a halftime lead. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. The Eagles and Drake London headed back out onto the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're... with a long field ahead. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's a bootleg for him. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing off the play fake here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back.
Still second down.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. They're going play action. Gets out of trouble. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. That's caught for the first. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They go play action here. Fits it through the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And the first down pass set away by a defender, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pitts brings it in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. That's going to bring us to the end of this first half of football with the Giants holding things down. And we'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the third quarter. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. This return makes it up to the 25. So to begin the third quarter, the Eagles offense returning to the field. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Pass play coming here. Into the hands of Pitts. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to throw now. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
They'll come up 1st and 10. It's a design boot. Headed out right. Wilson's got it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Working quickly here. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here he goes on the bootleg. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards. Gotta forget about first down in a hurry. They need a chunk of yards here on 2nd and goal. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
14. Giants 10. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. The give now out of the shotgun. And defenders are there to get him at the line. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Pass play now. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. On now comes their punter. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. Man, it'll be their football. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Design bootleg here. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down. Back to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. Looking to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it right too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
And he'll go out of bounds after a pickup inside the opposing 40.
That's good for the New York Giants.
Handoff now from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Eagles loading up the secondary. Dime look coming. 3rd down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with the penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. This a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. This is the end of the third quarter. And after that last-second score in the third, we'll resume play with a kickoff. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. This is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He goes back to him yet again. Managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First and 10 from the 41. Looking for a throw here. And he gets this forward to the 19. 2 on the rip and a first down.
I love throwing up. You see a first down pass just like that. It's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And they make this stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. First down play nets them 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
He brings it in. And it looks like he went out of bounds right at that 7-yard line. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal. Taylor trying the left side. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Another shot for Taylor. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Running with Taylor. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Eagles grow the lead to 7. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles grow their lead to 8. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Connects with Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They bring Renfro in motion right. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Across midfield to the 45. And he has it almost to the red zone, down at the 21-yard line. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Running back sent in motion. Pass play on 1st and 10. They left him wide open. It's complete. And that's a New York touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right.
Risky throw. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it. He's off to the races. The 40. Into the red zone. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the decision to go for 2 does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield. Play action on 1st down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now it's a bootleg for him. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. They go play action on 1st. Buying some time right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Throwing now off play action. Harrison's got it on the sideline. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. This throw is cut. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Wow, they're going to pass it here. And he's going to have the touchdown. We'll see if he gets to keep this, though, Brock. We've got some laundry on the field.
Illegal touching. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to throw it. He's got it. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal. Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now lead by 10. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. The Giants offense all set to get started. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
That's to his running back, Devin Singletary. And he'll be at midfield here as he gets out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. Throwing now. Completed to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or 2 short of that 25. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 2nd down. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here. To throw. He finds Johnson. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains. This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
And the Eagles are able to recover, and that should just about do it for us here. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Here he is to throw. He's going to push one deep, big gain downfield. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. He'll look to throw it. Headed out right. And he will score. And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles lead by 15 now.
Giants 22. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. They're going to call their final timeout here, just 9 seconds to go. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Another try following the sack. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Wilson, the receiver, in motion left. 3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win.